What is driving growth in automation? My guest today is Hao Robos. He is Executive Vice President of Knapp. Hello, Hao.
Hi.
Thank you very much for joining me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
So please explain to me, what are the business drivers now behind this rapid growth in automation, in distribution, in the warehouse, in logistics?
So certainly one of the biggest drivers is the recent, a problem with finding qualified labor in pretty much all areas, and then in connection with the increase in e-commerce and so on, makes it increasingly difficult for our customers to basically operate their business.
So there aren't enough people, and the people you do have, maybe temporary workers, how you get the people wherever you can get them, but that's got to be like a skill problem. The skills aren't there, the training's not there. What's going on there?
Yeah, it's certainly a bit of a mixture of everything you mentioned. So on the one hand, you do not have enough people available on the labor markets. Then the competition on this labor market for those people is very, very high. And then of course you have also seasonalities. So the number of people you need throughout the seasons varies quite a lot, and therefore it's quite difficult to manage that.
Right, the peaks and the valleys of demand.
Absolutely.
We've heard that in general sense in business that the so-called Great Resignation is over, but certainly that's not the case here apparently in warehouses. Why is that? Why this particular industry still struggling with a shortage of labor?
Why it is on a complete general term, I don't know, but we are certainly trying to address that in a way to provide solutions to our customers where, how can I say, the operating space, the workplace in a warehouse is a smarter workplace, is a more human-friendly environment. That's what we target, or is a core element of what we target with our solutions. And I think it's a part of it that a completely manual warehouse environment is probably not the friendliest place to work at too.
So this problem obviously is acute. What does it all mean? How does it affect the end customer?
The end customer is affected in a way that, the end customer's demand is increasing. They expect the same service levels, increasing service levels. Better service levels. They demand exact deliveries, accurate deliveries, more flexible deliveries in terms of timings that integrate in their work-life style, so to say. And that, of course, requires enough labor, requires labor that is able to fulfill that in the distribution centers. Yeah.
Customers have no sympathy for your labor problems. They want what they want when they want it.
Absolutely.
They don't want to hear excuses.
And I think we know it from ourselves. If we order something either online or if we go to a shop, we want the products to be there,
right.
And we want them to be there in the quality and in the accuracy and so on. We need them, yeah.
So bottom line, Hao, what is value to the industry today?
I think the value to the industry are sort of solutions which allow you to keep labor, to train labor, to make the working environment a smarter environment where people are interested to stay on, to stay longer, not just sort of change every couple of weeks or so on. And within that working environment, just have the feeling that they do a good job and that they deliver a good service to their customers. And of course, it increases efficiency.
Sure.
That shouldn't be a sideline, but it's...
But again, a challenge to warehouses, to distributors, and to brands. So it
absolutely, yeah.
Really to be overcome. But automation, clearly an answer to a certain extent. People still need it, though, right?
Sure. The automation is not the answer to everything. Very clear, not to all the challenges in this environment. I simply feel you can't address the challenges of this environment anymore without automation. It's a necessity rather than a discussion point.
Sure. Well, Hao, thank you so much for outlining for us this big challenge that distributors and logistics providers and warehouses have today, and maybe going toward a solution as to how they might address it. But can I ask you for a moment too about Knapp?
Sure.
Tell me about the company and what you offer the marketplace today.
Knapp is an Austrian-based Austrian headquartered company operating worldwide with a very, very strong presence here in the US. So we are globally in the now 2 billion revenue, 2.2 when we speak US dollars, 2.2 million revenue league, and we do about 40 to 50% of that revenue here in the US. We have a large presence here in close to Atlanta in Kennesaw, and we basically deliver turnkey solutions with a strong focus on software, but also including key components of the hardware for highly dynamic storage and picking systems. That's what we basically do.
Thanks again, Heimo, for helping us to understand what are the drivers behind automation in the warehouse today, as well as telling us a little bit about Knap. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I've been speaking with Hao Robos of Knap. Thank you very much for watching.